Alright, hello and welcome everyone. This is Gumpenstein, and we are going to revisit patch 1.2 will fail, and I'm going to change the way we look at this completely and come at this from a much more positive perspective, and we're going to change the name of this video to patch 1.2 is definitely going to make a difference, okay? And we're going to please everyone here. I'm going to be pleased because I'm going to just give you the numbers and not even give you an opinion, and I'm going to give you the actual stats in the game, and then the people that have a hopeful outlook of the game are going to be able to say to themselves, damn, this patch is going to make a huge difference in the chance that I get a gun. And then there's going to be people who think that this patch is going to fail, and they're going to be able to also say, damn, this patch isn't changing a damn thing. All of us are going to be happy, and we're all going to understand exactly what I was talking about in the last video a little bit more. And this is just a better way to do it. So let's be more positive about this. And I'm going to, in this video, play the developer. I'm going to make up the decisions about what we're going to do with patch 1.2. And you guys are going to fucking love it. Let me know in the comments if you just love these ideas, okay? So here we go. We have, as you can see on my spreadsheet here, I've got the list on here of all of the possible talents that we can get on each gun. If you don't know about my spreadsheets, there's a video for it. People keep asking, and there's a video for it, and with links to everything, okay? So, every one of our guns has a number of talents on. I've got them wrote down here. Our SMG has 24 possible talents, so does the LMG. The marksman rifle has 31, the assault rifle has 29, the shotgun has 23, and the pistol has 30. That means that the shotgun's the easiest thing that we can get talents on, but well, let's just look at this SMG because it's only one more possible talent than the shotgun, and it's way less than the marksman rifle. If you're actually looking to get a marksman rifle or an assault rifle with specific talents on it, they're going to be the hardest thing that you can get in the game, which may have something to do with the fact that no one has assault rifles and marksman rifles that are as good as some of the SMGs. But either way, let's move on. So we've got a number of things that are affecting how players feel about what it is they're getting, because guns drop with all sorts of different stuff. Number one, as you can see, as you probably know, we get guns that are now 204 gear scores, and we've got 182 gear scores and 163 gear scores, and we don't know what the actual developers are going to be giving us. So I'm just going to give you 204 guns on every single boss that you kill. Okay, now a lot of people said in the last video, they were like, you're just trying to give everybody everything, and then there's not going to be anything to do. Okay, well, we're getting ready to see. I'm giving you a 204 weapon damage, okay? Every time you kill a boss. Never are you ever going to get a 182 or 163 in this game ever again, okay? You're getting the best weapon gear score possible. All right. So also one of the things that we care about is our weapon damage. It can be with all kinds of thousands of possibilities, from the lowest weapon damage to the average weapon damage to the highest weapon damage. Let's just get rid of it. I'm going to give you guys the absolute maximum weapon damage that exists on every single gun. How you like that? I should be the developer of this game. You guys are loving me already, I can tell. SMG comes with crit chance on it. We don't want to be dealing with this. Do I have the highest crit chance or the lowest crit chance? I'm going to give you the highest crit chance. Whatever that number is, you get it on your gun. Guaranteed. 100%. Every single time you kill a named enemy. Alright? So, what are we doing here? We are ignoring crit chance, weapon damage, 163 guns, 182 guns. All we're doing is getting a 204 gun with a 204 weapon with 3 talents on it, one gun for one purpose, even if its damage sucks, even if its crit chance is low. We don't care anymore because we're getting all this stuff for free. We're also going to be ignoring the fact that there are requirements for guns, because we don't want to be getting in some crazy figuring out like, damn, did Brutal fall on the third one because I really don't want to have through this exact amount of firearms. Or I don't want the electronics requirement because I don't want 2,000 electronics. So I'm just removing all the requirements for your guns, guys. There are no more requirements. Every single one that falls on your gun is just free. You just get to use the talent on it. It's fucking awesome. I love this. I think it's a great idea. So let's get into it and look at it. So John Doe here, it's going to be our guy. John Doe, it says, I want an SMG with this new stuff. I'm going out and getting me an SMG with a 204 gear score, and I'm going to pick me 3 talents. I don't care what 3 talents you want. Just pick them. Pick whatever 3 you want, okay? So let's go in here and look at what John Doe is going to have to go through. He has a 3 in 24 chance to get his first talent on his gun. Once he gets that, he's going to get a 2 in 23 chance to get the second talent on his gun. And the third time, he's going to get a 1 in 22 chance to get it. Okay, I've already got these numbers wrote down, so we don't have to go. You can go back and look at them and check over this stuff if you want. It's the only reason I'm doing this. And, yeah, so let's keep adding these numbers up here, and we're going to see what the chances are John Doe gets 3 talents that he wants on his gun. That's guaranteed to drop to him 100% of the time. And there's the number. Well, what is this number? This number is 5.3 in 10,000. Now, I've done some rounding, whatever. We're just going to call it 5 in 10,000, which is 1 in 2,000, okay? So, there you go. There's the answer to it. If you remove every single thing else there is in the game, which obviously the real developers aren't going to do, only I'm giving you this stuff because I'm such a nice guy. We're going to give you a 1 in 2,000 chance to get the 3 talents you want. So that means that you're going to have to kill 2,000 named enemies on average to get your SMG. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. There's more than 6 guns in the game. We can't really ignore the fact that there are 6 guns in the game. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to have to go back to the number that we were at, which was 1 in 2,000 here, and get back to our 0.000005 number, and multiply that by 0.16. And that's going to give us a new number. And what is that? We got to multiply this one by 100,000 to get back to 8 and 100,000. Now, don't worry, we got to simplify it. We don't have to kill 100,000 named enemies. I mean, come on. Who has time for that, right? So what does that break down to? Well, that's 100,000 divided by 8 is 12,500. 12,500 named enemies? I have to kill 12,500 named enemies? That's not that bad, is it? I mean, I kill enemies all day long. Me being there, let's see. Well, what happens if I kill a named enemy every 3 minutes? Every 3 minutes? What if I'm the fucking beast at killing named enemies? And let's make it where if somebody shoots you in the dark zone, you actually don't lose your gun. You're like, fuck it, let's just keep it. If you can mark it and say that we get to keep the gun, so there is no chance that we actually lose it. 100% guaranteed now that when you kill a named enemy in the dark zone, you're going to get a 204 gear score, you're going to get max weapon damage, max critical chance damage, and no one can take your gun if you mark that one gun, and you get like 1 mark a day, which is all you're going to need, right? Because you know you only want to mark that one gun when you get it. That way nobody else gets it. So we remove any chance that someone actually gets it from us. So that's 12,500. And let's say that we're just beasts at this game, that we can just run around and kill stuff and kill a named enemy. Every 3 minutes we're going to kill one. Well, that means that we have to kill 12,500, and we'll multiply that by 3 minutes. And let's divide it back by 60. And so that means it's only going to take me 625 hours in the dark zone of grinding on enemies. Not all my other playtime. Just 625 hours in the dark zone, killing named enemies every 3 minutes if you're good enough to do that, and no one can steal any of my stuff, and we don't consider gear score or our crit chance or our weapon damage or our electronics and other requirements that fall on the gun. We're ignoring it all, and I'm giving it all to you, and my gift to you is 625 hours to get one gun for one purpose. And I told you that I was going to make this a positive spin on this. So let's assume that right now the drop rate on guns is 50%. And they're increasing this now to 100%, which is what I'm giving you, 100% drop rate. Well, before, you had to do this for 1,250 hours. I mean, come on. This is a great patch. We've reduced the number of the amount of time that it takes to go get this specific gun by giving you all of this stuff And we've ended by increasing the drop rate number on the characters from 50% to 100% drop rate, which is what they're not going to do. Those other devs aren't really going to do that for you. You know that, right? And they're not going to give you a 204 gun gear score. And they're not going to give you the best weapon damage. And they're not going to give you a crit chance. So some of your guns that you get that are talents on them are going to suck ass. Okay? So what are they going to do with drop rates? Well, hell, if they increase it by that much, they're cutting your time from 1250 down to 625 hours. That's a huge fucking difference. You guys were right. This patch is going to make a huge difference. And now let me ask one question and everyone can respond about this kind of stuff. Respond about all this stuff. I'm sure people have typed all kinds of shit already. Now respond to this. If something costs $1 billion and somebody cuts the price to it by 50% and now it only costs $500 million, does that mean that you're going to buy it?